Hey, what's going on, guys? It's White Gaming, back again with some more Survive the Nights. And today we are going over Devlog 46, which is the 1.10 preview. Ooh, this is a good one. It's a long one, but it's a pretty damn good one. Now, if you're a fan of Survive the Nights, before we get started, I just want to say subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video, and thank you for all the support so far. One other thing to be noted is Survive the Nights is currently on sale with 35% off, which works out at around £10. Head over, grab the game. If you've not, get some friends in on it. It is a great game for a group to play. So, this devlog, early game improvements, swimming. Swimming. That is something that people have requested for a long time. And I'm glad it's coming. I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know where we're going to be able to swim to, but it's pretty damn cool. Now, we've had a productive week. We spent time cleaning up the issue tracker while gathering new and duplicated backlogged issues alike. The team has put together the attack plan for our next version. We've decided while there may be major issue fixes going on, we're not moving to a major build and will continue to use the 1.1044 format. Our next version will be called 1.10. Well, 1.10, 1.10, whatever you want to call it. James has released the 1.9 devlog, which was posted on YouTube. We updated the last devlog to showcase the video, but we'll include it in the post below in case you've missed it. Now, head over to all of the A to Z socials and my socials. I've shared it. It's all on their socials. All the links for that are in the description below. I'm not going to show the actual devlog because it is pretty much what we covered in the patch notes. So you can head over to their socials if you want to check it out. It's a pretty interesting video, and you get to hear James, the man behind Survive the Nights. Well, one of the many men behind Survive the Nights. This week's devlog is a little bit different. As we mentioned above, the team has spent the week taking notes and planning for 1.10 and setting up our workflow. We've concepted a few ideas for quality of life improvements and have put together a massive bug fix list. We'll go over just a few of the planned fixes and additions in a preview for 1.10. And early game improvements is one of those major ones. A big part of early game experience is, well, the first hour or so of the game. Quite a few players seem to struggle with early game mechanics and game flow. This is something we've wanted to address for some time, and 1.10 seems to a perfect time to do so. We'll be introducing a sleek and simple help system. The system, as we've concepted it, will be an interaction-based along with a complete menu system. New players will be guided with simple, easy-to-understand gifts and also have an access to a built-in menu-based game guide. This will be toggle-based and returning players shouldn't worry about annoyance. We'll include a couple of concept shots below, and please keep in mind we are in the early days of concepts here, and all of this is subject to change as we move forward. Now, I quite like that. That's pretty good. The help menu looks pretty simple. In the inventory by pressing E. Hint, cans can be cooked without a can opener on fires. I like the hints. Hints are very good. Hints are great for new players. They help new players a lot. I like how we've got cooking, generators, hordes, stats, and vehicles. So we can actually scroll through and see what you'd want that would really help you. And then there it is on the right. In the inventory by pressing E. An interaction-based guidance will trigger when near a fire. That's cool. So it is interaction-based rather than just, or as well as pop-ups, possibly. I think it would be, it's a very simple way of doing it and will help a lot more than the current guide that we've got because it just tells you to do something. It doesn't tell you how to do it, it just tells you to do it. So having that laid out for newer players will definitely keep them going a lot longer because a game, for me personally, if it hasn't grabbed me within the first hour or I'm really struggling, I won't feel as inclined to continue. Not on that same session. I might come out and then go back to it when I'm a bit more chilled or something like that. But for me, definitely, I like that early game to be helpful, but not too in your face. So I like it to be there if I need it, whereas it's not forced upon me. I can't stand games that force you to go through a stupidly long tutorial and then chuck you back at the start of the game to do it all again. I'd rather have that there as an option than be forced. So it's quite nice that it's not in your face and you don't have to have it if you don't want to. So that's pretty smart. Swimming. After careful consideration, we've decided to remove the water entirely and replace it with lava. This removes the need to swim at all. I like it. It's pretty cool. Swimming has been an issue since the start, and we'll be addressing this in issue 1.10. We'll be introducing a basic swimming system. It won't be over complex. We may or may not initially introduce a diving system. We'll have to see how it goes. We'll likely introduce the mechanic with a velocity-based dive system, so you go under when jumping from heights, adding a bit more realism. The player will swing along the surface of the water plane until they run out of stamina, at which point they will start taking damage and drown. This will answer some abuse concerns right off the bat, and will tweak the mechanic should there be a need to do so. I like that. That's pretty much like Night of the Dead. You have to use your adrenaline to swim, and then when that adrenaline's gone, you're a bit buggered. So you've got to pick your path pretty damn well, which is pretty cool. I like that a lot. And swimming will always use the stamina, so it's a bit more realistic, right? You're gonna get tired. You need to be like awake and energized to swim, otherwise it's just not going to work. And next up, we got chat improvements. As you know, the game text chat can be useless at times. There's a good amount of issues with the current system, enough in fact to require a total rework. The chat in-game now is dark, the text is hard to read, and there's a good deal of console information cluttering it up. The system doesn't match the inspect style and just doesn't provide a good experience. We've concepted a new chat and think it will work much better. We've introduced a gradient style background matching that of our inspect menu and come in help system. This system will be sleeker but at the same time being clearer to use. We'll be removing the console clutter. Information like JT has joined the server will now display in the small notification area on the top left hand side of the screen. Below is a concept of the plan and a new chat that you should see in build 1.10. Keep in mind, all of this is subject to change, and we'll be doing our regular weekly updates to keep you up to date with exactly what's going on. So that's the new chat system there. I like that. It's I feel like everything seems to be moving away from the book, really, or the book is just primarily for the crafting and yourself. Everything else is a bit more stylish and new, which is quite cool. If they kept the book just for the crafting and stuff, because that's original, that's part of the game. I like the notebook style that they've got. It's pretty cool. But I like that chat as well. It's nice. It's simple and it's not too much. You can still read it. I like it. It's good. It's good. I love the little bit of banter they've got going on there as well. Hey, did you know you could place a can of food on a grill above a fire and eventually the top will pop right off? You mean you don't have to have a can opener? Nope. It will come flying off with a pop and everything. Oh, gosh golly, guys. That's something. The developers are swell, I think it says. I guess so. Hey, did you guys know you could harvest cloth from... They're just abusing each other. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. They're helping and abusing. I like it. I like it. These devs are quite funny. They've got some good little bits in the game, especially in the prison. Next up, we've got hardcore and standard game modes. There's a divide, a pretty big one actually. The community seems split between hardcore and casual players. A couple of updates ago, we introduced our game mode system, and in 1.10 we'll be expanding both sides of the token too. We'll be introducing new mechanics for standard game modes and hardcore modes. The ability to easy develop both modes will allow us to trial and error some of the features you'll see in coming builds. Nothing is set in stone here, and as always we'll take community feedback and adjust as we see fit. The hardcore mode will now truly be so. We'll be introducing a proper permadeath system. Your player and world will completely refresh on death. The database will be removed and you'll need to start from scratch. We'll be improving and fixing some horde issues. We're making hordes more difficulty and tweaking the numbers. Previously, there were some balance issues with hordes, making later stages impossible to complete. This will be addressed and sorted in 1.10 and will likely introduce more hardcore features in this build, and we'll keep you updated. Oh, that is very cool. That's very cool. I like that. The permadeath and the world refresh. Very, very nice. I like that they're going to be fixing the hordes. I've had a lot of issues with it on hardcore difficulty. Trying to do the longer ones, it just never seems to end, or it gets stuck at a certain point. So it's nice that they're going to be getting into that. I like that a lot. And with the standard gameplay, you're looking for a more casual experience. We have the ability to accommodate both play styles, even with our small team. This doesn't really slow us down. Most of us at A to Z prefer the hardcore game mode, and this is how we envisioned the game. However, not everyone is looking for the hardcore experience, and it's a lot easier to make things easy when you've already made them difficult, if that makes sense. Yeah, confusing but difficult. Confusing but easy to understand. I get it. I get it. We decided to give the player that option. Standard gameplay will be far more casual experience while still retaining the challenge and gameplay creepiness. The major difference between the modes is permadeath and the ability to claim a home base. The concept as it stands will allow the standard gameplay player to respawn at a fortified base. This base or home system will be... Oh wow, will also disable spawning zombies without the need for fortifications. There's early concept ideas and, as mentioned above, we'll expand on these during the development cycle. If you have any ideas for hardcore and standard gameplay features, feel free to share them. That is fucking cool. I like that idea. Especially the claim base. That's really cool. Wow. I didn't see this coming in this devlog. I'm not gonna lie. That's I'm shocked, but that's very good. I'm happy with that. That is awesome. I'm assuming a lot of the newer, well, the casual players will be really happy with that because that's cool, and so will the hardcore players. Because there's nothing more annoying than spending 2 hours on a horde, well, 2 hour days, and then the horde never actually ends and you don't finish it. So that would be great. I'm buzzing now. This is going to be a good update. There's not all too much gameplay wise changing, but there's a lot of stuff that's going to help new players and a lot of stuff that's going to help veteran players as well, especially with that hardcore mode. So I'm excited about that. Now, join us on Discord, subscribe to the channel, join us on Facebook, Twitter, all of that stuff. The same with A to Z and Survive the Nights. All of the links for everybody's socials are in the description below. Come and say hello to us all everywhere other but YouTube. I appreciate you watching today. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.